try to send you maybe another test email tomorrow. Okay, no worries. It's no big deal. I didn't think you were deliberately ignoring me, believe me.
Although I'm very behind on a lot of stuff.
No worries. I'm certainly
Never deliberately ignore somebody, it's just a matter of.
no, not at all. Yeah.
Sign and drive. That's our motto here.
Is that tonight?
Go hit the button.
Where is it?
Back wall.
Miss any deadlines for you guys?
Yeah, we gotta keep you guys,
Doing this, we'll be doing this.
keep you awake, otherwise if you get too warm, you're gonna.
Greg's ADD will kick in.
That's already,
It's all right.
already kicked in. Alrighty, there we go, everybody. Happy New Year. Hope everybody has a healthy and happy New Year coming up. But this is an official Bristol Township Council meeting for January 16th, 2025, and the starting time is 7:02. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence, taking a moment of silence to honor all our dedication and sacrifice our emergency responders, police officers, and service members make. Thank you.
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And once again, Happy New Year, everybody. It's an honor to be here again and moving this township forward. But first we can do that, we need a roll call.
President Bowen.
Here?
Vice President Murphy.
Present.
Mr. Antonello.
Here.
Mr. Blaylock.
Here.
Miss Dunlap.
Here.
Mr. Glassen.
Here.
Mary Ann Wagner sends her regards. She had a business opportunity tonight, and she'll hopefully see us on the next meeting. Monthly reports are available for review in the Township Manager's office. Public comments will be taken on land development and official action items. General comments will be taken opportunity for residents to address council. Next, we have a holiday house decorating contest award presentation.
I just got to answer the executive session.
Oh, yep, we have the little memo here.
Yeah, just before
Thank you.
start, Bristol Township Council met in executive session prior to this meeting where matters of personnel issues, collective bargaining issues, and a potential litigation matter were discussed.
Thank you. Thank you for that reminder. Okay, we're next. Presentation.
Brian. Not on.
Is that on? Green.
Nope.
No, one more time.
Got a green light?
Is the thing on the background?
Testing, there we go.
There we go, yay.
Okay. Good evening, council. I want to say Happy New Year to everyone. And also, just want to let everyone know, this is my third year here. We were doing these holiday home decorating contest. This year we had 7 people have their homes sent in. And 2 of the gentlemen that are here that won, I just want to recognize them before we start because they're in it every year and they encourage other people. So one of the things we're going to try and do, as I went around with my daughter to look at some of the homes, there's so many beautiful homes in Bristol and in Croydon and Levittown. We're going to do something to try and encourage more people. But the 7 people that did it were happy to present some of their homes, and certainly congratulate our winners that are here tonight. Our first and second place winners are here. Our third place winner I will be meeting next week. She could not be here because her child had wrestling this evening. So, without further ado, this is our holiday home decorating contest PowerPoint.
Oh, cool. Very cute.
The minions always get it.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
Oh, I like those little arches.
I like the arches, yeah.
Just looking at my house, it still has my Halloween decorations.
Okay, so that is our homes that we had for holiday home decorating contest. Our 2 winners that are here tonight, I would like to first call up our second place winner, who every year does a great job since I've been here, Mr. Chris Urban. If Chris could come up.
How long did it take to set up?
About 5 days.
Oh, my.
Really? It takes me 5 days for a couple lights.
And this next gentleman, we're glad he's here. We just had a little health scare, but I talked to him this week, and we're glad him and his wife are here. Mr. Ream, Robert Ream, does a terrific job. Thank you, Robert. First place, Robert Ream.
Robert, how long did it take you to set up?
It took me a little longer this year.
Okay.
I'm getting older.
Yeah, I got
It
it.
take me a little longer.
So about 6 months?
My
Nah, it's been what, about a week?
Okay.
my question is, if I may, how much does that increase your electric bill?
Actually, we just got it about $100.
For 1 month, about $100 for a month.
It's about $100 for the month.
No, that's not bad at all, but that's my ammunition I'm at.
Spending on buying all the stuff.
That's a whole other animal.
Stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, thanks
thank
for
you.
participating. Thank you both.
Yay.
Thank you very much. And again, we're going to continue to enhance this and try and get more homes next year.
All right,
Thank you.
great, thank you. Next, we have 2024 year in review and 2024 goals. 2025 goals. Hey, Bob.
Hello, Council.
Good to see you, Bob.
Just want to take a moment to thank you for your continued support over my career here in Bristol Township. It's been a privilege to lead the Building and Planning Department, and I look forward to another successful year working together. I can truly say I wake up every day and love what I do. So thank you guys for that.
Yeah.
All right, so 2024 year-end accomplishments. We did $2.43 million in permit revenue, collected over $55,000 in non-traffic citation fines. We issued 3,800 permits, managed several land development projects, re-inspected 753 rental units, managed and closed 830 code enforcement complaints, reviewed 198 sewer lateral videos for I&I. We blighted 17 vacant homes awaiting transfer to new owners. We abated 12 properties in nuisance condition, and this year we cleaned up several nuisance homeless camps with Public Works and the Police Department. And we continue to serve the administrative search warrants to secure properties deemed unsafe for human occupancy. And then we launched our new permitting program, which allows applicants to now submit permits online, and that's been going good so far. This is just one of the homeless encampments that we cleaned up. It was half on our property, half on Turnpike property. It was one of the worst that we had. And 2025 goals: continue to grow as a team and work towards our growth of consistency, communication, and public relations. We look to complete an overhaul of the zoning and saldo ordinances this year to clean up some outdated ordinances.
Want to tell everybody what saldo is?
Yeah, subdivision and land development.
Oh, we know.
Sorry about that. And then continue to stay aggressive with the code enforcement and continue to improve the township. And that's all I got. Thank you, council. Happy New Year's. Thank you
Yep.
again.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Yep. Great job, Bob. Thank you. All right. Next, we have Park and Recreation Department. Brian Morris. Good to see you. Hi, Brian, again.
Good to see everybody again. Happy New Year again.
Happy New Year.
First and foremost, I second what Bob said. This is my third year, and the opportunities here just continue to grow. And I'm very fortunate to have the staff that I have and the opportunities that everyone gives us. So I just want to thank you for that, and I look forward to another successful Park and Rec year in 2025. Our accomplishments this year. Since we've been here, I've always been a big proponent of our events and vendors, and we've grown our vendors in 3 years from 42 to 80. The 80 vendors really just bring a lot to the table, and a lot of people come for that as well. So that was a big to-do. We will continue to form relationships with outside organizations using our fields. This summer, we added 2 summer camps on the turf field with 2 prominent sports organizations. One is Blue Star Lacrosse. Blue Star Lacrosse has been in succession for over 30 years. They do multiple sports in different areas, New Jersey, New York, Philly, Boston, to name a few. And they loved our field, so they came in to meet with us, and thank God they met with Ja, and we were able to fortunately get them to sign on and do a summer camp, which was successful this summer. The other group, Steel Sports. Steel Sports was started by Tommy Lasorda. I'm sure some of you know that name, out of Norristown. It's a prominent organization that gets businesses from different areas to pay for camps for local youth groups and different kids from areas to have the opportunity to go to a camp that wouldn't necessarily have that. So we had both of them this summer. For the splash pad, we implemented a summer camp program. We were finding that a lot of kids were coming with different organizations and daycares, so we implemented a program that would afford us the opportunity to generate more revenue, and that was pretty successful this summer. We had about 10 or 12 different groups that came on basic schedules that we had set up for them. We will continue to build our sports programs with Jumpstart Sports. We started with 2 programs. We now have 4. We've had over 70 children in these programs, from t-ball to soccer, volleyball, and this year we had flag football. We will have all 4 of them in 2025. Sold out summer camp for 4 years in a row. And in 2025, we're adding additional capacity of 135 campers, and we're looking to add another week as well. If you see the banners out front on the baseball field and at the backstop, we implemented a field sponsorship program for local businesses with the intention of adding more sponsors to all of our fields. And last, through the hard work of our park auditor, John Gillis, my administrative assistant, Dana Coleman, and our public works staff, who just do a terrific job. You'll see in the pictures as we move forward the softball that they put in with borders to enhance the safety and accessibility of our parks. So we'll go through the pictures of just some of our events, and at the end, I'll do the goals. You might recognize some of the people in the holiday tree lighting picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you can see, that's the playground upgrades I was talking about. You see the difference before and after the Public Works did. These are just some of the sports camps and field runners that we have. And now for our 2025 goals. We look to continue to build relationships with the school district by attending back-to-school nights and other events promoting our programs. This year I went to over 12 different programs, handing out flyers, just talking about the programs at our camp and the things that we offer here at the township. This will be the first time we're raising our vendor and field pricing. It has not increased in 5 years. So we're very much looking forward to that. We look forward to offering exciting programs, activities, recreational opportunities for individuals of all ages, abilities, cultures, and interests with the addition of our new Parks and Rec building. Additionally, this new venue will also generate more revenue with the opportunity to rent space for business meetings, art classes, dance and exercise classes, graduations, birthday parties, and more. We will continue to develop partnerships with new and existing organizations and businesses, which will afford us the opportunity to grow our concerts, events, and field sponsorship programs. And lastly, we will implement new and effective marketing strategies to build awareness of programs, events, facilities, and benefits of parks and recreation to the community. Thank you.
Brian, one question, and I always forget, I was gonna ask the manager, and a pickleball court.
Sure.
Like, people, like, emailing me, and I'm at the Madison, they're like, hey, you ever gonna get a pickleball court? And I'm like, I don't know, so it just, not in this budget, but is that something down the road maybe we'll talk about down the road? We'll talk about that down the road.
I think it's definitely something that has
Yeah.
been,
Down the road.
yeah. I think
Not today, not
We'll
tomorrow.
discuss it down the road.
Yeah.
No, we have discussed it previously, down the dirt path, I guess. When we were, former Washington
That's
Elementary School
correct.
was donated. That's where we have to, do a comprehensive plan of that park. We envision pickleball there, basketball, baseball, or softball.
I don't know if we'll be able to fit all that in because only a portion of that is usable.
Yeah, we'll look at that.
We'll look at it, but
Okay,
that's a
great.
good spot for pickleball,
Yeah, thanks, Brian,
basketball.
Thank you.
for acknowledging that. I always keep forgetting.
No, that's, it has been brought up.
Send an email. Okay.
People have asked.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you guys
Looking
very much.
forward.
Brian, your concert series, what do we have, 4 so far?
We have 3 this summer, and we're looking to do something a little different in August, where we're going to.
It's on. Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, we have 3 great concerts this summer. Actually, 2 local ones that some of you have mentioned before. We have the 7 Band, and we also have Fish Out of Water. And they're 2 local bands that everyone around here, since I've been here, have talked to me about having them, and the excitement is real. I mean, we've gotten a lot of phone calls, people are real excited about them, and obviously our most popular one has been Shot of Southern in our 3 years here. So we have them back, and then in August, we're gonna look to implement like a community day outside, where we'll have a DJ and different functions. We're in the works of trying to put that together as well.
Very good. Good job, Brian.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brian.
All right. Moving on agenda. Next, we have the State of the Township 2024 year in review, and that is going to be presented by Vice President Cindy Murphy.
It is my pleasure to read the State of the Township and 2024 year in review. So good evening, members of Township Council, residents, staff, friends, family. Thank you for joining us tonight. I wish all of you a happy, healthy, peaceful new year. I would like to begin by expressing my gratitude to my colleagues on the council, a dedicated group of individuals who work tirelessly on behalf of our community. With the continued support of our residents, we've been able to achieve remarkable success. I also want to recognize the many committee members and volunteers who generously dedicate their time to improving life in Bristol Township. Additionally, we thank our township consultants for their expertise, pay attention, Kurt, and guidance. And of course, we must acknowledge our incredible township employees. They keep the day-to-day operations running smoothly and provide invaluable recommendations to council to ensure a better community for us all. We look forward to continued success in 2025. Throughout the next several months, we will be hearing year-end reviews from our department heads during council meetings, just like you heard this evening, highlighting 2024 achievements and setting goals for 2025. Our goals have always been and continue to be deliver services to residents more efficiently and effectively, utilize one-time funding for one-time capital projects, invest in infrastructure to diversify and grow our tax base, encourage investment in Bristol Township, create new job opportunities, live within our existing revenue streams, continue developing and expanding our tax base, and enhance services in priority areas as sustainable funding allows. So our outcomes last year, I should say, secured $4 million in grant funding with assistance from Congressman Fitzpatrick for the construction of a new senior center, leveraged an additional $2 million in grant funding with support from Representative Davis for both the new senior center and renovations to the existing senior center, which will now serve as our fire station. Construction on both projects began in the summer of 2024. We completed the new Parks and Recreational Building at 2104 Bath Road, secured $2 million in grant funding with support from Senator Sanacero and Representative Davis for the Randall Avenue Bridge Project Phase 2. Completed Phase 1 of the Randall Avenue Bridge Project and awarded the bid for Phase 2. Installed shade structures at the municipal park, play area, and spray park. Signed a 4-year contract with the Bristol Township Benevolent Association. Implemented a red light camera ordinance. Added 17.5 acres of open space to the township. That was through the former Washington Elementary School as a donation. And we purchased the corner property at Levittown Parkway and Magnolia Turn adjacent to existing municipal park. Substantial completion of wastewater treatment plant expansion. Blighted 15 homes and abandoned 15 vacant and abandoned homes, reducing the number of blighted properties from 204 in 2016 to 30 today. Implemented new payroll, scheduling, time and attendance, and human resource management software. Launched a new township website set to go live on January 30th of this year. In grant funding in 2024, we were awarded just short of $4.5 million in new grant funding, and we've continued to utilize previously awarded funds totaling more than $7.6 million. These funds supported projects in emergency response, sanitary sewer, and stormwater management improvements, recycling enhancements, technology upgrades, traffic improvements, and capital improvements. With the assistance of grant funds and a healthy capital fund balance, a significant amount of capital and infrastructure improvements were able to be completed in 2024, including traffic signal improvements at 8 intersections, paved 8 roads equaling 1.84 miles. That doesn't sound like much, but cumulative total of 579 roads paved, or just short of 145 miles from 2012 to 2024. Continued progress on ADA curb ramp program. Sanitary and storm sewer pipes continued to be televised, cleaned, and slip-lined. Donated play structure disassembled and then reassembled at Winder Village Playground by Bristol Township Public Works. Softball and borders installed at several township parks. Okay. We continue to encourage business growth in Bristol Township and creating job opportunities. That remains one of our top priorities. In 2024, we're pleased to report that 103 new businesses opened in the township. Our Parks and Recreation Department hosted numerous successful events, including the annual Egg Hunt, Touch a Truck, Fall Festival, Holiday Parade, and tree lighting, all of which continue to grow in popularity each year. We also held 4 summer concerts at our amphitheater featuring the Buzzer Band, the Sensational Soul Cruisers, the Legacy Band, and Shot of Southern. And you heard we're planning 3 more concerts for the upcoming summer. Bristol Township experienced a busy year of staffing changes. Many longstanding employees retired, but we were fortunate to recruit and promote talented individuals to continue the work. Our police department welcomed 6 new officers and promoted 3 detectives and 2 sergeants. Civil service regulations were amended to include the corporal rank, and 4 new corporals were promoted. The police department also prepared to implement 12-hour shifts for the patrol division, which began on January 12th. The Public Works Department expanded by adding 2 new employees, and the Department of Fire, Rescue, Emergency Management successfully hired 3 new firefighters to fill vacancies. We also bid farewell to Colleen Costello, our longtime administrative assistant to the Director of Building and Planning, and welcomed Dawn Reagan, who has stepped in seamlessly to fill her shoes. Additionally, Heather Satterley joined us as the new Assistant Township Manager and has already proven to be an invaluable asset, implementing many of the 2024 outcomes and projects. In conclusion, on behalf of the entire Township Council, I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to all our township staff for your hard work and dedication to Bristol Township. We appreciate each of you more than words can express. 2024 was a year of great progress for our community. Our goals were met, and we continue to work as a cohesive team, council, staff, and consultants, to ensure the well-being of our residents and businesses. As we look ahead to 2025, I'm confident that we will continue to strive for excellence in everything we do for our community. Thank you, and here's to another successful year ahead.
Very
you.
good, Cindy Murphy.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Just for that, I'll buy you a drink. Yeah, or whatever, French fries. Okay, very good. Thank you, that was great.
That is great stuff.
Yep, good stuff. Okay, we got to move forward. We got some business here. We have consider approval. We have the consent agenda. We could consider approval of voucher list requisition dated January 12th, 2025, in an amount of $2,103,187.82. Consider approval of December 19th, 2024 council meeting minutes. Next, we have it's going to be a resolution. Consider resolution authorizing acceptance of a redevelopment authority municipal grant. And it's going to be from C all the way down to L. So everyone's going to be authorizing acceptance of the grant. And the first one is Bristol Township Police Department Body and In-Dash Body Camera System Project in the amount of $133,092. The other next one is Bristol Township Police Department Speed Display and speed trailer signs in an amount of $17,136. Next one is Bristol Township Fire Rescue Casino Bus Accident Response Utility Vehicle and Trailer in an amount of $40,000. Next one is Edgeley Fire Company, number 1, replacement of vehicle rescue, tools and firefighting, attack hose in an amount of $40,000. Next one is Levittown Fire Company, number 2, SCBA Scott Air Packs in an amount of $40,000. Next one's Croydon Fire Company, engine bay doors in an amount of $40,000. The next one is 3rd District Fire Company, rescue tools in an amount of $40,000. Next is Newportville Fire Company, equipment in an amount of $40,000. We have Levittown Ferris Hills Rescue Squad ambulance remount in an amount of $20,000. And last is Bucks County Rescue Squad replacement equipment in an amount of $40,000. We need a motion on all that.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Cindy Murphy.
I'll second it. Chris.
Second by Joe Glass. And on the motion, is there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone would be opposed? Thank you. Next, we have a report from Township Manager.
Thank you, President Bowen.
You're welcome.
Just have a few updates. The Township Building is closed on Monday for Martin Luther King. I just bring that up. Martin Luther King Jr. I bring that up to say that Waste Management does not observe that holiday, so there is trash pickup on Monday. We had talked about the new launch of the website that Heather has been spearheading, and very exciting. Some of the new aspects will be able to schedule online for bulk pickup. I know that has seemed to be an onward continuation conversation with our residents. So we're trying to make everything as easy as possible. We look forward to the launch on January 30th and hope everybody views it and gives her, we hope to hear great things. That is all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have a report from Township Solicitor.
Yes, a little bit negligent in my duties earlier. I did forget one thing. We did meet in a previous executive session as well on January 2nd, where a matter of potential litigation was also discussed. So just supplementing the original one, but other than that, I have no other report.
Thank you for...
And thank you for the manager for reminding me.
Yeah, clearing that up. Thank you. Next, we're moving on. New business. We have application of 725 Bristol Pike LLC. Vizal Bodoloff? Basil? All right. Sorry.
It's pretty close.
129 Thanum Road, Ben Salem, requesting primary final land development approval in order to construct a mini warehouse accessory on the property located at 725 Bristol Pike, tax parcel number 5-074-112-001 in a commercial zone district.
Good evening, Council. Bryce McGuigan from Begley Carlin here on behalf of the applicant, 7025 Bristol Pike LLC. Thank you for having us here this evening. We're here tonight to request preliminary and final land development approval for the property at, you guessed it, 7025 Bristol Pike. Specifically, as you can see, the lot is somewhat long and narrow. There's an existing dental office that was built just a few years ago, but there's a large paved area to the rear that's kind of just sitting there. It's excess, nothing's going on. So what we're trying to do here, if we don't mind going to the next slide, is to construct a proposed storage facility to the rear of the property. It's going to be very small, only 6 units, and the goal of this is to cater to local businesses and professionals. This will not be publicly advertised, this will not be publicly accessible, and specifically in relation to the aesthetics and the design of it, it's meant to mesh with the existing dental office, which I would say is pretty nice. So we're trying not to do something that will bring down that value, but something that will conform to what's there already. What we also plan to do with this project is to make it a little better for the area as well, because even though we're building here, this will be a net decrease in impervious surface, and even though we're decreasing impervious surface, we will still be providing stormwater management in association with this project. We're also going to be proposing some buffering to the rear, in case there's some residences across the way who, just to make sure that there's no visual obstruction for them. So at the end of the day, we are asking for a total of 9 waivers in connection with the project. I do want to say that we've obviously reviewed the Gilmore review letter. Everything in that letter, with the exception of the stated waivers, is a will comply. We've also had the opportunity to review the draft resolution from Mr. Holbert's office, and obviously all the terms within that are acceptable to the applicant. So I have with me Mr. Badiloff, the owner of 7025 Bristol Pike LLC. I also have Larry Young of Tri-State Engineers and Land Surveyors, who designed the plans that council has before them this evening. So if council has any questions, obviously we're more than happy to address those, but otherwise.
I haven't been over to that site. What is on there now? What's currently on that site?
So currently, you have the dentist office.
Right, but what else?
It's just kind of excess paving,
It's
gravel, it's nothing, just a whole
Nothing
bunch
is,
of,
yeah.
the prior owner, I guess.
And access for this storage unit will be from,
Still be from Bristol Pike, same
from
access.
13, same access right there.
Same access.
Okay.
And it will be gated. There will be also basically a key fob sort of gate activated system back there as well.
So
for
the
safety.
he's marketing storage to private business.
It will, yes and no. It will not be publicly advertised.
That's what I mean, private business.
Exactly.
Well, I use the word marketing, but it's targeting,
Correct. That is 100% accurate.
or he already has clients, so
100%.
I'm good.
There's no storage outside.
Correct.
Everything has to be inside,
Correct.
correct? Okay.
Not storing cars out there?
No.
Well, you can get contractors,
Well, on this particular property, we do not anticipate any storage of vehicles operable or inoperable, apart from parking. If somebody was parked to go to the dentist
Yeah, I
office.
Talking about professional stuff, not contractors, right?
Correct, or if there are, like, contractor would be a local guy, has everything inside.
Inside.
And then nothing, no exterior storage.
Needs interior
Correct.
storage.
And we know that there are some, as you can see on neighboring properties, not to call out anyone, there are some properties that store things outside near us. We will not be one of those.
We're trying to alleviate that problem here in the township. We're working at it.
We need a
one lot
motion.
At a time. I'll make that motion.
Motion by Patrick
I'm gonna
Antonello.
second it for him.
Who?
I'm
What?
gonna second it for him.
Second by Marcia Dunlap. On the motion, is there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you, Bryce.
Take care, everyone. Have a good night.
Moving right along, application of Amazon.com Services LLC, 6300 Bristol Pike, Levittown, tax parcel number 5-073-119-002, requesting waiver land development approval in order to construct an accessory building for automated vehicle inspection facility and an M2 heavy manufacturing. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Jose Lazo, project manager for BL Companies. We are the engineers for the applicant. The applicant is Amazon.com Services LLC. And here today to request approval of a waiver of land development. As you can see in the presentation here, it's located at the existing Amazon delivery station. We are proposing a small AVI building, which stands for an automated vehicle inspection. It's one of the new technologies that Amazon is implementing to their fleet. Next slide, please. Sorry, that's perfect. Yes, what this entails is a 1,800 square foot approximate building where all delivery vans enter the facility and are inspected via cameras and sensors to detect any type of safety-related issue with the vans, whether it be nails in the tire, whether it be dents in the panels. So the purpose of this is to identify any type of damage. It's identified, those vans are set apart. They are sent out to a repair facility to be fixed, and it's to ensure public safety. It's to ensure that road problems do not arise from the vehicles that are circulating and delivering packages. There will be no increase in impervious, no water and sewer utilities to this pre-engineered metal building. The limited disturbance will be under 1 acre, so not much disturbance associated with the building. And we've obtained several approvals from different agencies, whether it be the Conservation District. We've gone through the Planning Commission and so forth, the county. It's a new program that Amazon has that they want to implement throughout the United States, and this will be one of the first locations in Pennsylvania that will have this, and hoping to just provide a safer fleet so that we can avoid issues with the community. So with that, I will open it up to questions.
I'm curious, how often will the vans be inspected by this technology?
So the plan is after they return in the afternoon delivering packages, all the vans will enter from Plan North. They get scanned. It's really quick. It's under 10 seconds.
So every day?
Yes, every day. Every van will be inspected.
Yeah.
And this is being built on the existing parking lot, right?
It is behind the building.
Oh, behind the building?
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
So if this works out in Bristol Township, it will maybe go out through the country?
Yes.
How about that?
Wow, look at us.
Little bit of pressure on the driver to make sure they're bringing back their van in the right condition.
Well, and it's exactly right. And what Amazon has seen is that it allows them to identify these issues up front, early on, and not have drivers out there with unsafe vans.
Yeah.
Right, so before,
Go ahead.
this is a comment that I will address with Amazon, since, you're the engineer, you don't hold them responsible. It's great that they're doing this for the trucks. We still need the drivers to stop making illegal U-turns on 13. So if you
Understood.
want to pass that along to them, I will make sure I pass it along. Somebody just did it in front of me the other day, so
Yep,
they are
it
still
still
doing it.
continues to happen, although not at the level it used to happen when I would see 5 vans in a row make that U-turn.
I don't know if you can answer this question, but since I was in the automotive repair business, Ray is, we're curious, you're gonna be looking at tire, as it's rolling through, there's gonna be camera looking at tires,
Yes.
lights?
Yes, and
Right.
anything that's...
What about the brakes?
No.
Okay.
No.
So it's just gonna look at the outside rolling through?
Essentially, what a person would inspect,
Right.
that is what this system is
Right.
doing. And the logic behind that is visually, there may be a nail in the tire, right?
Or the
This will
lights out.
detect it, right.
Okay, got it. All right, we need a motion.
I'll make the motion for it.
Motion by Sidney Murphy.
I'll second it, Chris.
Second by Joe Glassman. On the motion, is there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Can't wait to see it. Yeah.
I'm gonna run Pat through it.
There you go.
I'll
Is there a
pass
nail
with
in
flying
tire?
colors. This is
Maybe
about
it's-
safety.
Yeah, that's something else, checking drivers. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
The way they
Be
drive around
careful.
that thing?
AI. AI.
Yeah.
Okay, moving right along, we have other business.
Dropping your
I
stuff.
don't think there's any other business. Happy New Year again, everybody. More than happy. I hope everybody's healthy this year coming up. Looking forward to coming to our events that we'll be having. They're really good. That's it for me for comment. Anybody else? Comments? Okay, we have opportunities for resident address council. And first one is Wes Wessler. Come on up, Wes. So what do you think, Wes, after 20 years of you coming here on council, coming up, has it really changed a lot in 20 years, though, compared when the roof used to fall out? And,
Nope, you haven't done nothing.
Okay, thank you. We got it now. Now we see where your perspective is on
You
things.
haven't done nothing. But, all you do is you try to terrify people from coming up here.
You're the only one brave enough. I never see, there's hardly any, every now and then somebody drops by, but I personally count on seeing.
So what do we got, Wes? What's hot this month?
Well, it's like I told Bobby, I said, if they were going to do anything to me, such as shoot me or kill me or something like that, they should have done that in the first 2 years. Because now, if anything happens to me, first ones they're going to come to is you.
I'll make sure I got it out. I'm a pacifist.
So let me get you all mad. Let me get you all mad right off the bat.
Do it.
Beginning of the new year.
Do it.
You might see where I'm coming from. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Bristol Township boys with badges. Boys with badges. I seen this on the windshield of a vehicle about a block away from Bowen's house, like 2 years ago. Vehicle might still be there. It was with pink ink. Bristol Township boys with badges, aided and abetted by their Karens, and protect and support the township's pirates and thieves to steal and possess the properties and valuables of others. The township wrongdoing is masked by the so-called honorable and respectable whom take an oath and swear to the public, but look the other way for the sole purpose to inflate their financial status. This is being enacted selectively, more so against the elderly and less financially fit, and they are selected to be targeted as such. So my assessment of that is what I said 20 years ago when I was going to put a big sign on the side of my house. Said, investigate Bristol Township corruption. So now y'all are mad at me, go ahead and comment. I got a couple more things. I still got time left.
Go ahead. Don't waste your time. This is your time. Your time. This is your time.
I thought I left my other notes back there.
Oh, all right. There you go. Get it all in. Get it off your chest.
He probably ain't going to do nothing about it. But. So one of the first things I'll bring up is continually, every day, I see an ordinance violation. All I got to do is go up to Giant and come out of the parking lot of Giant, and I see an ordinance violation every single day. There was an ordinance put in effect like 10 years ago. No parking vehicles for sale on the green belt. So where do I see it? Right underneath of that sign that says Bowen. I see a car for
Bowen
sale
Commercial
there
Center.
every
Get
day.
that straight, Russ.
Every day I see that.
Wes.
You selling cars on the green belt?
And another thing that we see all the time too, and I'm expanding this year outside my neighborhood to 1102 Spencer Drive. I see about 7 or 8 vehicles parked in there with car covers on them. So are they abandoned vehicles? And I got neighbors that live down there that want to know and have been complaining, and it just goes on and on and on.
Do they call the township though? You say neighbors have been complaining, and I know if that was the case, Randy would tell us that we have a situation.
Well, it ain't Randy's job to tell you. They would call in to L&I. L&I would have to give
Well,
it to.
I know, I
Bob
feel the
McKay.
same way
He
about,
would have to give it to Randy.
I feel the same way about Bob as I do Randy. We would know about it. So
You should.
somebody's not calling in about this. Come on, Wes, you know we're proactive. As soon as we hear about something, we jump on it.
I don't know. I've given in.
Let me give you an example.
Slip
I
after
mean,
slip.
I
I ain't
saw,
got none of them back.
I saw somebody who was parking cars all over their property, like the guy was a maniac, right?
Yeah.
And I told him about it, and guess what? When I went and told L&I, they already knew about it. They were already acting on it, and that guy went in, created, legally paved more area so he could park his extra cars, because he works on cars, old cars. He's not doing a mechanic job, he's a restoration guy, right? He put in brand-new sidewalks, he did everything he was supposed to do, and they were already on it. So I'm telling you,
I can only tell you what the people down there are telling me. That's all.
All right, we got it. Thank you, Wes. Always good to see you. Come on back up next month. Looking forward. Happy New Year.
Yeah, and why you
Be healthy.
And why are you calling me out of order, man?
Why not?
nobody said out of order.
Well, I can't help you if you're
But
out of
just
order.
time, I make a motion, we adjourn the meeting.
No, we got one more. Yo, Pat, you can't make a motion yet. Shannon.
We have somebody else? Oh, I didn't know Sandy wanted something to say. Sorry, I apologize. I apologize, Shannon.
It's okay. It's fine. Thank you for letting me speak. So, as you guys know,
Get your full name just.
oh,
for
I
minutes.
apologize. Shannon Walsh, with the Myers Memorial Committee. They finally reopened the program that allows us to put historical markers. It's been closed, and we were waiting, and we've gotten the word. Unfortunately, we have until February 10th to get our application together. I know that this is kind of last minute, and I apologize for that, but we just wanted to know if the council was okay with us putting the marker, the historical marker, this is just a small little plaque, at the corner of Haynes Road and Mill Creek Parkway, right near Dogwood. We wanted to put it there. We wanted to know that you guys were good with it.
Yeah, I was just gonna
Yes,
say that.
there
There's
is.
right somewhere near the bench.
Yeah, and we wanted it there because it's the closest to the Dogwood home. Okay, hey, I have one last personal question. I've been following online, but I haven't seen anything. Have they appointed a new person to the school board yet?
Yes.
Yeah, who was that?
Stacy Gerlach, a former school board member, has agreed to serve out until November.
Okay.
But she was on the school board for a fairly long time in the past, and then left by
Yeah,
her
no worries.
choice.
Like I said, I've been
Yeah.
looking and I didn't see anything. Okay, cool, thank you.
Thanks, Shannon. Great to see you. Good job and everything. Now we need,
Right, you're
we need a
right.
motion.
You're right in
Everybody in
that
favor
case.
to adjourn the meeting tonight?
No, I was
All
trying
in
to
favor?
get, like,
Aye.
she didn't
Anyone
lose an
opposed?
election.
Thank you so much. Happy New
That's
Year.
the
Healthy.
point I was